Welcome to Up, the podcast, the Michael Chadek podcast. So this is going to be that solo cast, and I was wondering what to talk about for this podcast, this episode 1. And I had some ideas and kind of was going to just talk about what I would look to do. And then one of the fellow coaches, my friend Nick, we started chatting, and I started telling him. He asked me if I did my test run. I told him I did my test run a couple days ago, and that today I would film this. And he asked me, what's the theme and what is it called? And I talked about how the previous podcast I had was called Rise with the Sun, which I do love, but I tend to wake up before the sun rises, and I'm all for rising with the sun, after the sun, before the sun, like whatever works for you. And it so happened that I'm usually up before the sun, so that's why I was just like, I don't know about the title. I'm all for Up though, so that's gonna be something in the title. And as far as this show, right, Michael Chadek, when this is on YouTube and Spotify and Instagram and wherever I can share it, there will always be just me. And then this series will be with people who I resonate with. I want to hear more of their story. And when I started chatting with Nick about it was just like literally 8:15 a.m. on a Friday. This is what I would love to do for the rest of my life. Like, have good coffee, water, and a chat with a friend, with a stranger, with someone I admire, with someone I want to get to know, and just have a conversation to learn more about their business, their life, what gets them up. And a lot of it is going to be focused on up, but to be up, to know up, to go to new heights, you have to feel those lows. So that's another thing we're going to be tapping into, and I'm looking forward to exploring that with all my friends, all of you. And I think where the episodes are going to take place are here. I hope the music isn't too much of an issue. It is what it is. So that's what I'm looking to do with this podcast. And I always found that, yes, I have my ambitions, my missions, and what I want to do, would like to do, my desires. I've learned so much. The more and more I really just listen to others and like try to remove myself from the equation and actually listen to what, and actually also not only listen, but like give myself like, no, like forget about any other obligations that you have for the rest of the day. Like sit down, listen, ask the questions that you want to ask, and I found that the energy, the answers, the insight of what other people have to offer, one, is beautiful, and two, help me out so much. Even if it has nothing to do with what I want to do or believe in or what my views are or anything like that. So you're more than welcome to come by. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. That's how we do it.
So sorry.
No, not at all. So that's and there's going to be that going on, but it's enriched my life having these kind of coffee chats, coffee up. Maybe that's the title. I don't know. We'll see. But doing, listening, that's how we move forward. And that's what this podcast is about. And I can't wait to share with you all. Thank you. And you know we go with the thumbs up.